My preference actually is to run outside, to be alone, to have that sort of solitude, because that's what I really need. And, you know, if I didn't have that, I don't think I could do as much as I do. I've been running, oh my gosh, probably since I was in my early 20s. I think it's easier to say that than to say how many decades. You know, as I've gotten more involved, I find that running provides an opportunity for me to sort of regroup. I'm an introvert, and so it's a lot to go to functions, you know, 5 days a week, and to show up and to talk about issues and to have people call you. And it really can sort of take a toll on the soul. I come from a small town east of here, about an hour and a half. I grew up in a household watching my parents work every day to try to make their community better. And when you look around and you see things that are going on in your community, and you're concerned about, you know, how people are treated and the hope that they'll have, you know, a quality house to live in and have access to good education and be able to get a job that doesn't just pay the bills but help them build generational wealth for their family. And you say, well, this is what I want, not just for me, but these people around me, because they're my family now and I care about them. And so those values sort of translate from one place to another because you sort of take that with you. And then the work that you start to do in the community, you do it because you recognize that community is now your family and that's your home. Politics is the process by which we allocate rights and resources. So if you've got all your rights and resources, then I guess you're good to go. But there are a lot of people who don't. And those rights and resources could be as simple as clean water, you know, or the right to vote, which people had to fight for. And so, you know, that to me is really what makes democracy special in this country, because it's part of that process. It's the way that we sort of get those rights and resources to people everywhere.
Have people come and talk to us about. Yeah.
For a long time, the Friends of Durham has been considered to be maybe the socially conservative or the Republican group, or the group that has all of the old white men in it. And so for people who have been in Durham for a really long time, when you say Friends of Durham, that is the first thing that comes to mind. If you had asked me back in the 90s, you know, oh, could you ever imagine yourself being chair of the Friends of Durham? I think I don't even know what I would have said to that. I speak tonight as chair of and on behalf of the Friends of Durham in support of the police department budget request. I think I can help make it be something that says, hey, we're doing good in the community. We're partnering with other organizations in the community. Like that would mean a lot. It's hard to do this when you're an introvert. People do see you in a certain way. They think you're put together. They think you have it all together. They say, oh, well, you know, when she speaks, it sounds good. She spoke in front of city council. It all sounded great. She had a written up thing. It all looks good, you know? But underneath, you still have the questions that you ask about, you know, am I doing this right? Was that the right thing to say? One of the things I've noticed is that the more involved I have gotten, I think it's sort of like, you know, the threshold gets higher and higher in terms of what you need to sort of re-energize yourself and to be, you know, okay with yourself before you can go back out and give to others. And so it used to be that 3 miles was good. And then it used to be that 6 miles was good. And it's got to be like 8 miles in order for me to sort of get what I need so that I can go out and do what I want to do.
Could you tell me what your passion is?
I'd probably get up first thing in the morning and still get that workout in. And then it would be, what could I go out in the world to do today?